Hi everybody, welcome to Rimworld. Man, it's been a while since we last played Rimworld. It's been a couple of years since I posted any videos on Rimworld. It's changed a lot in the time. It's a game that's constantly updated and improved and expanded and stuff. If you own it, you can now play it on Steam. The last time I played this, it was not on Steam. I had to wait for emails from Send Owl all the time to say, hey, guess what? Rimworld's been updated. Go and get the download and update it or whatever. But now it's on Steam. You can get it on Steam and it'll just update whenever, which is great. So anyway, we're going to do a Rimworld playthrough. This game could be pretty unforgiving, so it might be a short one. But it might be a long one if we do good, which we probably won't. We'll see anyway. Let's start. Rimworld, new colony, great. I think we'll do Crash Landed. It's probably the best. The three of you awake in your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. Your faction will be new arrivals, and we'll start with 3 people. That's like sort of the classic way to play this game. Okay, perfect. We'll go with Cassandra Classic, which is the sort of default. Some of these ones are harder, like Phoebe Chillax. She gives lots of time between disasters to relax and build your colony, but beware, at high difficulty she'll hit as hard as anyone. And also Randy Random is just nuts. All sorts of drama and shit'll happen. So we'll go with Cassandra Classic, and we'll go with threats are dangerous but not brutal, rough, intense, extreme, permadeath mode. In permadeath mode, you get 1 save file and can only save when quitting the game. You can reload the game to fix mistakes, and when the colony dies, that's it. This is the way Rimworld was meant to be played, with every dramatic turn, whether tragic or helpful, played out to full impact. Okay, yes, permadeath mode, definitely. Let's go for some challenge, which is, I guess, the middle ground. Rough could be a bit rough. So we'll go for some challenge, okay, and see how we do. On Cassandra Classic. Okay, perfect. Seed? Toby? Randomize the seed? Make our own seed? Let's make our own seed. Let's call it Bert. And globe coverage, sure. Normal, great. Okay, let's generate and see what we get. We made a seed called Bert. Man, that's pretty weird. I guess Bert's mom would have also been thinking much the same thing at the time when he was conceived, maybe? I don't know. Okay, where do we want to go? This is all new. Red Noira. The Red Butterfly Krika. I don't know. These are like factions and stuff. We need to like select a site. We could select a random one if we want to. But we could also just sort of pick a place. You want to get a place that's like close to the ocean? Like maybe like like over here or something. Like we could go on like this island here. We'd be sharing with the Zoba, the Rexigor of the Rock. I don't know what that means. Or we could form a caravan, form a group of colonists able to travel to new areas. The colonists will gather all the assigned supplies and accompanying animals, leave their current area, and await further orders. Okay, I don't really want to do that. You know what? Let's just land like, wait, what's this? Cutter's Rest Stop. The Deadbeats of Cruelty. Okay, let's not go close to the Deadbeats of Cruelty if possible. I mean, they will be around, but let's try to land like who are these guys? Aerith, Socialist Confederation of South Hadavadavusia. Okay, you know what? Like right here is gonna be great. Okay, perfect. I'm happy with this. Okay, so we're gonna start with Waff Theo, Frito the Herbalist, and Svetlana. Wait, that's not her name. This is a her? She's 56 years old. Holy shit. It's Theo Wilson from, of course, Wilson Phillips. She is the Wilson in the Wilson Phillips. She's 56 years old now. She's all of her hits are behind her now. They shoved Wilson Phillips into a colony ship, and they sent her out into the great unknown. And now it's up to her to colonize new planet, along with Matthew Frito Aline. Frito is a herbalist. This is good. And we have Svetlana Whoa. Who is a worker? Wow, I love the pigtails. That's really, really nice. Okay. She's got a left leg wound due to an old gunshot, so she's in a bit of pain from time to time. It looks like Frito also has a right ear complaint from an old gunshot. And Wilson Phillips here has a left arm injury causing her 4% pain, and this is from a stab scar, allegedly. All right, that's who we got. It's Theo, Frito, and Svetlana. This is who we're starting with. We're not going to change much of this because we want it to be as like genuine as possible. You have to deal with the cards that you're dealt with, and then you have to just roll with it. That's the way you play Rimworld, with the permadeath and everything as well. Okay, here we go. The three of you awake in your crypto sleep. I keep wanting to say crypto sleep. Sarcophagus guide to the sounds of silence and ripping metal. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Here we go. The escape pods have landed, and Theo, Frito, and Svetlana are now loose to do what they please. What's our first order of business? We're going to need some beds. We're going to need a ranged weapon for our hunter. Okay. Let me just remind myself how to actually play this. Okay. No longer are the guns forbidden. Okay. Let's get everybody armed. Okay. Who is our hunter? Let me just pause it quick and see. I can't remember who's actually kind of good at hunting. Was it Frito? Or possibly was it Theo? I could check the work jobs and see, right? So who's the hunter? The hunter is... Hunt. It's Svetlana. Okay, Svetlana, you're going to need to pick up this survival rifle, okay? Okay, off she goes. She's going to pick it up. She's the best. She's the best with this gun, okay? And then Frito, you know what? You grab the pistol, and Theo, you know what? You grab the plasteel knife, okay? Because Theo from Wilson Phillips is, of course, humongous, and she would do really well in a melee, I believe. Okay, perfect. Okay, we want to gather up all of our stuff, and I think we probably also would like to chop down some trees, probably, right? It is Y to chop down the trees. It's good to know. We're going to chop these ones. We're going to use a machete, apparently, to cut down these trees, which is fair enough. If that's all you got, that's what you go with. You go with the machete. If you have, like, some sort of axe or something, even better. But you know what? A machete will do. We're going to need some sort of stockpile. We're going to need to get some food, although we do have some packaged survival meals. We have 30 of them, which should keep people going for, like, a little while, actually. So that would be pretty good. They can always go and get their packaged survival meal and eat that whenever they want. Do we want to store our stuff in a safe place, or do we want to just get like a sort of dump out here to begin with, and then just store everything on this dump, and then take it from there? Maybe we will just do a dump. We're going to cut down all these trees. We're going to clear cut this whole area. We might even get rid of some of these bushes as well. We'll get rid of some of these bushes, and we'll clear this area here. We'll have a little dump over here. And then we'll build like a house for these people to live in, and hopefully build some beds for them to sleep in, and maybe get all of that done before the first night. But it's probably not very likely, because stuff takes a long time to build in this game. It's just the way that it goes. Okay. Anyway. Okay, we'll go into architect and we'll do it actually. We'll say structure. We're going to want like a wall. Do we want to start our own structure? Do we want to like build into a mountain? I don't know. There's not much... God, it's really, really open. There's not much mining to be done here. There's no mountains. I guess this is what happens when you start in a field. There is a thing here, though. There's a geyser here, so we could get some geothermal energy going at some point, which would be pretty good. I mean, that is the future, isn't it? Let's face it. If you don't know about geothermal energy, well, you're from the Dark Ages. I'm sorry to say, because, I mean, man, you can get a lot of power from a geothermal vent, especially if you put a power generator on top of it and you harness the power of the earth, turn that into power for your own cruel machine army or whatever it is that you're gonna do with all of that power. Okay, fine. So we're gonna build a wall. I guess we'll start off with just like a little house for now. We're gonna cramp these guys in. It'll be pretty close quarters, but for now we just need to give them a shelter. We're gonna build them a hut out in the middle of nowhere. And then hopefully they'll be okay. We're gonna put the door like here, And then out here, we'll have some farming fields and stuff. Don't worry, we're going to get this thing off the ground, no problem. Wilson Phillips is kind of concerned about the lack of, like, sustainable food. You know, she's thinking to herself, you know what, 30 meal packs is not a lot of meal packs. I could pretty much finish that off in, like, one day. Svetlana doesn't give a shit. She's just, like, a really burly Russian woman who doesn't want to talk to anyone. She just wants to get down to work, and that's exactly what she's doing. She's now screaming at everybody to get some more wood in here, and that's good too. Smooth floor, designate rough stone. Terrain to be smooth. I guess we can go wood floor, since we have wood around here, and we don't really have the tiles that we need for the smooth stone. I mean, we could mine some of this stuff, but we probably don't need to mine any of it right now. Then later on, if we want to get fancy and go for like some marble tiling or something like that, we can. I think we're going to have to trade for some of this stuff, though, because I don't think that there's going to be much on this map for us to get. I mean, there are some... What's that? Like a swan or something? It's like some sort of duck? I don't know. I don't know if they have marble in them anyway, and that's what we'd be after, because we want our colonists to be as happy as they can be. Right? We want them to be happy with nice things, and marble floor is definitely one of the nicer things in life. If you get to the point in your life where you can afford a marble floor, I think you've made it. I think that's the point at which you've definitely arrived, and you're sort of saying to the world in a roundabout way, you know what? What? Identical? What? Oh, am I trying to build? I think I'm trying to. Oh no, I'm trying to. No, cancel this, please. I think I tried to build some walls on here or something. Whoops. Okay, no, I wanted to cut the trees down. We need some more wood. We're gonna need a lot more wood because we have to build some beds now and stuff too. Come on, guys. What the hell are you doing, Wilson Phillips? She's fucking mopping the floor for some reason. Nobody's even used that floor. I guess there's gonna be a lot of sawdust because Svetlana is just in there going crazy. She failed at the construction of this floor as well. Just a word of advice. If you're ever thinking of getting some hardwood floor laid down, do not contract Svetlana to do it, because she fails. She's one of these people, she can't get it like flush up against the wall, so you're gonna have like some gaps and stuff. You don't want gaps. That's for sure. If you're laying a wooden floor, you don't want any gaps. And I think Svetlana is one of those people who will leave gaps. You know, she probably talks the talk. She probably says a lot of things like, hey, I'm the best floor layer in town and blah-de-blah-de-blah, but don't believe the hype. Go elsewhere, you know, find like a bigger, more reputable company than just Svetlana, because, I mean, she's done us a solid here, though. This is looking pretty nice. All right, what do we want now? We want some furniture. We want some beds. Do we want a double bed, or do we just want a bunch of single beds? I think we probably just want a bunch of single beds. There, we're gonna get them all built here. Hopefully we have enough stuff. I think this needs wood. Did I say to make wooden beds? Oh, maybe I didn't, you know. Maybe we have to cancel these and make wooden beds just in case, because I don't want to be using any metal or anything. Wood is absolutely fine. We're going to get Svetlana doing her best Jesus. She's going to be the furniture maker of the colony. Wilson Phillips and Frito are just going to look on in wonderment as all of this happens. Jeez, I'm always in the wrong menu. Like, that's I almost built a bed on top of those trees again. All right, Frito, good job. That's a lot of tree chopping, and that's exactly what we need. Okay, I think we can like assign these beds now. We can make it for prisoners. We can set the owner. Okay, Wilson Phillips, you got the middle bed. We're gonna say Frito, you have the other bed. It's kind of like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Like it's like the Chipmunks. They have their cute little 3 beds, and they have their own colors and stuff like that. We just need to get them some outfits with like the first letter of their name on the front, and then they're gonna be set. It's gonna be great. All right, Svetlana gets the corner bed. Okay. Well, perfect. Look, it's almost nighttime, and look, already we're making great strides here. We have like a simple little hut. We've got some beds. I mean, we could even go one further. We could even get like a battery in here because they're going to need a battery. And some power, some lights would be really nice. Should we go in here and get a battery? We can make a fuel generator if we really want to, but I think a solar generator is going to be fine. Hook it up to a battery. Put the battery in here. Save the power. We can also get a wind turbine. I've never even seen these before. A wind-powered electrical generator requires a large clear space in front and behind for optimal airflow. That's good to know. Okay, we can make like some sort of like crazy-ass wind tunnel. That'd be pretty sweet. Everybody would really enjoy that. All right, Svetlana is now just trying to figure out how to construct a battery out of nothing for the first time in her life. She's never had to do this before. She's just picking up some scrap. She's found like some metal or whatever. I guess she's just going to weld it together and hope for the best. I mean, I don't really know what goes into a battery personally, but I guess she's figured it out. So there you go. Okay, perfect. A power conduit? Yes, please. Let's get a power conduit out here. And then we'll get this solar generator up. We need 100 steel and 3 components, apparently. We don't have enough of this stuff stored, but we should be able to find some stuff out here, right? Like, the spaceship crashed and left debris everywhere. So we can come out here, claim some of this debris, and you know what? While we're out here, maybe kill a fox or like a badger or something as well. Everybody can... Oh, look, more food. Wonderful. Okay, let's make sure that they pick up this food at some point. We'll see if we can find some more metal. If not, we'll have to mine some. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. I'm sure Frito is up to it. Or maybe Wilson Phillips can get out there and do some mining as well. Maybe she'll just, like, get really buff and lose a lot of weight, too. Like, that would be great. Oh, it looks like we might actually have everything that we need for this. Svetlana is trying it out anyway. So Frito is just like, hey, Svetlana, have you ever made a solar panel before? She's like, don't you fucking talk to me. Frito's like, all right. And then Svetlana just goes off and just starts making a solar panel out of like old pop cans and wood and stuff, I guess. Do we have everything we need for this power conduit? Maybe that's going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. Maybe Svetlana is okay to make a battery for the first time in her life. She's alright to make a solar panel, but when it comes to wiring, she's fucking useless. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing. Which is fair enough. Okay, perfect. Let's get a zone area set up. We're going to get a dumping stockpile zone, and we're going to set it up like right here, okay? It's going to be pretty close to the base. We're going to dump a bunch of stuff in here. Anything that we can find that needs to be dumped. Such as like dead animals, possibly like slag and stuff. Like what's this stuff? Steel slag chunks. Probably go there. Some rocks that are in the way. We can move rocks that are in the way. Put them in this dumping pile as well. There's a cat here named Kelvin who is healthy. And it's currently sleeping next to the dumping stockpile. Which is fair enough, I guess, if that's what you want to do with your time. Fucking do it. Holy shit, man. This music is crazy. It's so good. It's got like electric guitars in it and everything. You think the music should change a little bit when it goes to nighttime? You know, just maybe sort of mellow out a little bit? Because this is a bit intense for me. I don't know. Like, this is... I wouldn't be able to get to sleep if this music was playing in my ears while I'm trying to sleep the whole time. I need like whale songs or something like that. Or like dolphins. Dolphins clicking and clacking and doing the eeky geek and stuff. That would help me get to sleep too, but not this. This is too Clapton for me. It's too rowdy and too Clapton. Ah. Whatever. What can you do, right? Okay, we're going to set up another area here. This is going to be our stockpile. And this is going to have like most of our good stuff in it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have like a wood stockpile. Because, you know, wood is pretty useful, right? So in here, we're going to say we want to go to storage. We want to clear all for now. And we want to say, you know what? Chunks. We don't want any chunks in here. We want some raw resources here. We're going to say, let's get some wood up in here. We're going to store all of our wood here so that it's close by. And then we're going to need a food stockpile as well, but we're going to put that indoors because holy crap. You know, what if something comes along? We're going to have to refrigerate some of this stuff eventually. That's pretty important to do. So we're going to make another wall here and we're going to get some food storage in this other room. And hopefully they'll move like some of this stuff out of the way. We're going to get a door here right next to Frito's bed. And we're also going to put down some more wooden floors. Perfect. What did we make this wall out of? Hopefully we made it out of wood, because I can't quite remember if we did. Wooden floors, I'm sure, made out of wood, but this we definitely want made out of wood and nothing else. Okay. And then in this room is going to be our food stockpile. So we can put all of these food packs, packaged survival meals, and anything else that we get. Because we're going to go hunting. We're going to do some foraging as well. We're really back to basics out here on this colony. Doing a lot of wood cutting. Look at all the animals. They just sleep wherever they're standing. Is that what they do in real life? Or do most animals have dens and stuff? They just sleep out in the open like that? Seems crazy to me. Oh, we're going to need a stockpile for this stuff as well. What is it? Steel. Steel is super important, isn't it? Okay, so we got a wood pile there. Let's get like a nice steel pile going as well. And we can put this one sort of like back here. I think that should be fine. Okay, we'll go into storage. Let's clear all. And we'll say, let's get some steel here. Do we actually have some of this stuff? Silver? I think we do, you know. Do you want to say like, because we're not always going to have that much steel. Do you want to just say, let's get like all this stuff, uranium as well, in case we find it? And then just have another one. That should be fine. Because I don't think we're going to fill this up with steel anytime soon. And then we'll just like cut these bushes and move these trees and stuff. All the crap that's in the way. And then we've got the dumping stockpile here. This, like I said, is going to be for like dead cats and like dead bodies and other stuff. Because you do accumulate all of this stuff. All right, well, perfect. There we go. An excellent start. The people have a battery. They have a solar panel. And they have beds that they're quite happily sleeping in right now. When they wake up in the morning, it'll be their second day, and hopefully we'll get some more work done, and we could do some other stuff. It's going to be great. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you tune in for the next one, which should be out pretty soon. And we'll see how far we can take Frito, Theo, and Svetlana and see some of the new changes that Rimworld has to offer. This is a great game. It really is. It's like Prison Architect, but you manage your people a lot more. It looks a lot like Prison Architect as well. But it's immensely satisfying. And no game is the same. They always play out differently. There's always random stuff that happens. And it's great. So there you go. Excellent. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.